With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from James Harden.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
So it's the Rockets now. Irving is out there with Mo Williams. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then there's Anderson Varejao. And it's Love in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Irving drives in, and he gets it to go. Irving's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Cavs. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Williams up on top. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Williams. And that's now 7 points for Iman Shumpert. Rockets leading by 16. Lawson kicks to Harden. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
Irving with a clean look. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Lawson the pass to Harden. It's tipped. Howard, that's good. Howard's got 14 points here in the second half.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Kicks to Williams. Varejao trying to free himself up. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. It's Harden with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. You know, every year there are a handful of teams in the Eastern Conference that buck the trend against the West, and last year Cleveland was one of them.
And Kevin, as you said, most teams in the East struggled out of conference, but Cleveland was pretty solid against the West, and I think they'll be even better with LeBron.
Absolutely. There's the pick. Back to Irving from deep. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. 32 points for Kyrie Irving.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his third overall.
And for the Cavs, it didn't show up in the win column, but a lot of their losses to teams out west were close competitive games.
Here's Howard. Plays it up and banks it in. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Mozgov's shot is off. Well, really, it was against the Southwest Division they struggled. A lot of East teams struggled against those teams, though. 6 teams from the East had 1 or less wins against the division all season.
Always tough when the East goes out west.
Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. Love, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Rockets leading by 20. Harden outside. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And Cleveland making a change here. James is checked in.
For your Cavaliers.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Yeah, he couldn't hang on to it. You got to be ready for the pass, ready to catch it.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Irving dishes to Shumpert. Love with the screen on Harden. To the middle. It's stolen by Ariza. And it's Houston on the break. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore, so it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Lawson kicks to Ariza. Pass to Jones. Right side, Jones. With the teardrop, that one goes. Count it.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
And Harden with the stuff.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Kevin Love. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Jones. Outside for Lawson. Ariza at the elbow. Here's Harden.
Oh, look out, man.
The rim is shaken. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
LeBron passes to Irving. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Harden kicks to Howard.
And, of course, this guy's been an important member of Team USA basketball. Participated in the FIBA World Cup this summer. And first time it went by that name. The competition used to be called the World Championship.
And here is James. Irving dishes to LeBron. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
On defense, Houston. The kick out to Irving. He's looking for Love and finds him. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. And Irving finishes inside. Irving's got 17 points here in the second half.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Jones against Love. Harden kicks to Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist here tonight. We're going back to the Basketball World Cup, Clark. Moving forward, they're changing the basketball event to odd-numbered years to avoid the Soccer World Cup, picking them next Clark in 2019.
Yeah, nice for both events to have, I think, their own time in the sun or on the marquee. And the NBA is really getting behind the World Cup in hopes that it becomes the preeminent international basketball tournament.
Irving attacking. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing. Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
Cavaliers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Shumpert with the screen for Irving. Outside Shumpert. Here's Mozgov. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Ariza passes to Jones. Back to Ariza. Houston moving it around. Harden dishes to Howard. Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. Ariza no luck.
And for Irving, some have said he over-dribbles and tries to freelance too much offensively. They'd like to see him become more pass-oriented. Some of that really a function of personnel, but I think he can and will improve as a passer.
Harden kicks to Lawson. Lets it go with a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. James, a screen on Lawson. Love the pass to Irving. Shumpert dishes to Irving. Three-pointer. Shumpert, no good. You talk about areas for Irving to improve, Clark. Defense certainly part of it.
Yeah, and with LeBron back, I think every player will be held to a higher standard defensively, no question. Kyrie, a player with a lot of responsibility offensively, but to be great, you got to do it at both ends.
The drive by James, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Harden outside.
Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guards. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards are right there at the top of the heap.
It's Ariza on the wing. Feeds to Howard. Back to Ariza. Passes it to Harden. Dishes it to Lawson. And another three for Houston.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Cavaliers shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%. Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights. You know, he doesn't fit into that kind of classic power forward mold, but he has that tremendous athleticism.
Now here's James. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Love, and it's sent back by Howard. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. LeBron with the block. They recover it. Lawson kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Lawson the pass to Harden. And stolen by LeBron. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Irving leading the charge. Harden outside. There's 1:26 left in the game, and that is good. Harden's got 37.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Rockets.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
You always need role players to step up and help, and that was the case here as everything was working for James Harden. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
And the rejection by LeBron. To the inside, here's Mozgov. And nothing but hair on that one. Harden outside. Back to Lawson. Harden outside. Out to the wing. From downtown. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Harden's got 40 points.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the road comes easy in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
From deep three-point range, offline. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. LeBron, things turned around in that second half. What was the difference?
Started playing defense, started getting stops, and we got to the free throw line, started being aggressive. We made a couple outside threes as well to open up the paint. Did a good job once we got down.
All phases of the game coming together for you, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.